My brothers and sisters in Christ, I greet you in His saving name. We huddle together today in His promises. He has assured us He will never leave us nor forsake us. He has shown in history that He is the God above all situations. So today, I encourage you in this serious time to be clear that while the times are serious, we will not panic. We will trust in God while being concerned. This is a time that is classified by the World Health Organization, as well as our political leaders, as a public health emergency, and we should respect and regard it as such. Our administration continues to communicate, to plan, devise strategies, revise our strategies, revisit our plans as it relates to keeping all of us as safe as we possibly can. What we do is that we have to devise strategies that will keep our members safe, our workers at our office safe, separate strategies for our ABC Christian bookstore, strategies for our retirement home, and just keep planning and revisiting these strategies as our government continue to make new overarching decisions that impact our plans and our strategies. While we're concerned, we will not panic. Why? Because the Lord is our keeper. The Lord who watched over Israel and promised them, even during the times of the plagues in Egypt, that they will not come nigh thy dwelling. We know we serve the same God. He has the same abilities, and His integrity never changes. Nonetheless, I encourage that each one of us will be responsible. Be responsible. We have to follow the public health guidelines. We have to sanitize. We must keep these guidelines clear in our minds. Wash our hands frequently. We must sneeze responsibly. We must practice social distancing and continue to sanitize. We do this not just for ourselves, but we do this as a part of our responsibility to our society and to those around us. We are our brother's keeper. These are unusual times because the fact is that decisions are being made to manage the risk exposure by our leaders, and as such to encourage social distancing. And these decisions impact more and more gatherings to include gatherings for worship. This Sabbath, our churches will be closed. And this is on the advice of the nation's chief medical officer that has been speaking to and addressing and requiring the cancellation of gatherings, and these gatherings now impact our churches. This the government sees as prudent and necessary to manage the risk exposure and managing this menacing risk of this virus. Even while the doors of the sanctuaries will be closed, we are still a church. And so the church is not defined by our gathering in a building. We will still be in worship in our homes. We will still be praising God. We will still be singing and praying and praising. While you do this in your families, do remember those who are single and have no families to gather with. So do contact them and be in touch with them on the telephone. Have them join you in worship on the speakerphone facility. Call shut-in members. Pray with them and for them. We are encouraging pastors to continue using the facility of live streaming if their churches have that facility. They will do this without the congregation present in the church building, but pastors are encouraged to still preach from their pulpits. And as members in your homes, you can follow this through the streaming facility. We encourage you to go to the Ontario Conference's website, and you will see a list of churches from which the streaming services will be offered. We encourage you as you worship in your families, in your homes this weekend, to pray especially for our healthcare workers. They are at the front lines of this battle. They are as exposed, or even more exposed, than the regular citizen. Pray for them. Many of them are members of our churches. They are out there on the front lines of the battle, carrying out health ministry in a special way. Pray for God's protection over them. Pray for those who have been infected by the virus, that God will have His mercy poured out on them so that they can find healing and find salvation. Finally, I ask you to pray that God will show you the opportunities that can emerge from this crisis. I suggest that family members, co-workers, neighbors, friends who may not have been disposed to your praying for them and with them in the past may be more open to that. Use your telephone for this ministry. Call your co-workers. Call your neighbors. Pray with them that God will cover them. These are important moments for all of us. Take this time to enrich your walk with Christ. Spend time with the Scriptures. Spend time in prayer. Do not forget that God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. Trust Him. God bless you.